Hey, what is happening, guys? This is the Lightning H8 coming at you with another video. So today we're gonna be talking more Yozora theory videos. This time, remember last time I actually did one talking about how Sora could be Noctis. Today's video we're gonna be doing a little something different, but it is about who Yozora could be, and that is this theory right here. As you can see right here from Isabella Stephanie Robillard, a huge shout out to you. She said that this is not her theory, so huge shout out to the person who actually found this theory. But let's read her comment. So she said this, recently theory I found, Luxu stole Yozora's body, the body of Braig slash Zigba. Braig was just a made up name Luxu chose after taking Yozora's body. It is noteworthy that they both use crossbows to fight as well. The Nameless Star as well as Yozora claim he is indeed Yozora, but that he is no longer recognizable as himself anymore, and that his heart was replaced with another's. He says it's strange that Sora can recognize him as who he is, yet we know Sora thinks Yozora actually looks the way he does now because of Verum Rex video game in the toy box world. Next up, Luxu has been hopping from an extremely long time, except we had no idea what happened to all the hearts of the bodies he forcibly possessed. I think Yozora's current body may be something to that effect of a replica, and that his heart was replaced within as per instructions / teachings of the Master of Masters. Maybe every time Luxu possesses someone new, they put their body in a replica. It may have a lot to do with how Luxu was to carry out his role. Yozora may have had his body taken around the time the Master Xehanort found Ventus before the events of Birth by Sleep begun. That game takes place 10 years before KH3, which is when we first see Braig chronologically. This is just mind-blowing. It adds up, it honestly does. And I actually commented about it that it's a great theory, and I feel that this does deserve a video. And then she commented back with a little bit more information right here. So as you can see, she says my mind was as well. I said my mind was blown. Well, I forgot who posted the original, although they seem to think Yozora was the first body of Luxu that Luxu took, whereas I feel Yozora is the most recent. Either way, it is almost perfect theory that fits extremely well with everything we've been given through the KH story so far. I admit that I cannot take the credit. I just wanted to help spread it because it's the best theory I found regarding Yozora so far. It'd be awesome if you make a video about it. And of course I am making a video about it as Isabella. I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm bad with names. But anyway, Isabella actually said her theory is that, and her thoughts is that Yozora is the most recent, and some people are saying he was the very first. The problem with Yozora being the very first is the fact that Yozora, I don't know if replicas can even age. I don't think they do, but Yozora would have had to be in a much older gear if you think about it. I mean, if you look at Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, they don't have attires like KH3 or anything like that. They have classical stuff, whereas Yozora's attire looks so much like Riku's and Sora's. So I honestly don't feel it's going to be the first body that that Braig actually possessed, but it could most likely be the most recent, and here is why. Now, it actually correlates to one of my videos talking about Yozora's real home, and I always said he's from Travis Town. And here's the thing, what if in Kingdom Hearts 1, where Travis Town was, where Sora and all landed, and they were talking about Hollow Bastion and going there, and what if little Yozora was listening in? What if little Yozora was listening in? He wasn't taken hostage, he wasn't possessed by Zigba slash Braig slash Luxu at this time, but he was told to listen in on where they're going, and Yozora had to tell Zigba, and then he went and told Master Xemnas, who is the leader of Organization 13, who we then meet at Kingdom Hearts 1's secret boss. Now I know you kind of saying secret bosses aren't really canon. Kingdom Hearts 3 made them canon, okay? Kingdom Hearts 3 made them canon. Can we just do that, alright? Secret bosses are canon as of Kingdom Hearts 3. I know Kingdom Hearts 1, maybe that's not the case, but yeah. So young Xehanort was told by Zigba to do this. Why would young Yozora do this? Simple. Zigba promised him answers that the Master of Masters could easily give to young Yozora. He didn't know about the whole black box or the prophecy, the betrayer. He didn't know anything about this, and that's why Yozora trusted him. He didn't know what was going on. He just wanted to find out why he was there. Yozora may have not met his parents, but at the same time, why is everything happening? Yozora wanted answers to something. Like, he, similar to Sora, he said that he's been having weird thoughts lately. So what if he wanted his dreams to be answered of meeting this boy, ergo the boy he's been having dreams of, Sora he's been having dreams of. And Sora, even in Kingdom Hearts 1, when he's talking about he's been having these weird thoughts lately, he could also be talking about Yozora. When he was young, the two boys were connected since they were small, since they were kids back in KH1. And that's a very good thing. It connects well. Now then again, where does this come with Braig possessing that of Yozora? That's the thing. Straight after. This correlates well with my theory that Yozora actually fought the foretellers as his quote-unquote trials, because of simply the fact that, well, he's been through trials to reach Sora. So what if Luxu actually possessed Yozora's body and trained him against, like, Yozora's body is possessed by Luxu, and Luxu is practicing how this body works by fighting the foretellers, ergo the trials of Yozora's body. So when he was actually told that, hey, we need to find Sora, this is this memory within Yozora that fights back with Luxu, and that's why he's like, Sora, you're Sora. How do you know my name's Yozora? You know, he says that because it's a little bit of Yozora coming out, similar to how Terra came out to fight the darkness within 0.2 when Terra Naught wanted to fight and kill basically that of Aqua. So basically it's this thing where Zigba slash Luxu slash Braig will have a mind inside Yozora's mind fighting off control, and Braig slash Zigba wins. They win, and that's how we get the fight with Yozora. When he pulls out his gun and aims it at us, that's when you know Yozora lost the fight in his mind and he wants to kill us now. Nice job, Yozora, you couldn't fight for shit. Anyway, that's another thing. The ending cutscenes play a role in this as well, because again, Yozora could have been the most recent, and that's why he's the most, you know, hard to get through, and that's why Luxu is not used to this mind, this body, and that's why Yozora is like breaking out a little bit to actually get some of himself to Sora. And then we get the ending scenes. Now there's two ending scenes, of course, one if you lose, one if you win. And the one if you win, maybe that's the real Yozora. So if we are actually doing this canonically, you can actually say that Yozora, if Yozora was possessed, as you can see, he's just looking at his hand, you know, he's disappearing. He's finally free from the grasp of Break slash Luxu, and it's just the Yozora smile that he shows could be that he's happy that he's free now, and that one day they will meet again. Both Sora and Yozora will meet again, and Sora will have to fight the real Yozora, who is so powerful that Braig himself couldn't fully control. And let's say this was a long time coming, where Yozora's body was under the influence and possessed by Luxu for over a long time, because he had to fight using the body against the trials of the foretellers. Then, well, wouldn't he already get used to his body? So it's this in-depth sleep that Yozora's really looking at. You can even see within the post when he's looking away, he's been having these weird thoughts lately, and this could also represent his eyes. Now, of course, to get Norted you need the yellow eyes, but Luxu himself, there's two different colored eyes, so one could be representing Yozora's pain and anguish of being slated within the possession of Luxu, and the other eye could simply be Luxu himself. Luxu himself, although having yellow eyes, does not basically fit, but maybe the corruption that Yozora is going through, because Yozora can no longer think for himself. He's corrupt minded because of Yozora's possession of Luxu. Luxu honestly has messed up that of Yozora. He doesn't know what to think anymore. Maybe it's dreams, maybe it's not. When he fights Sora, maybe it's just a dream. He doesn't know if that's real. Hell, we don't even know if it's real. What if it is just a dream? But also there is this scene here where the Master of Masters speaks to young Xehanort. What if the Master of Masters told young Xehanort to recruit this Braig character, and when he recruits this Braig character, to tell him to get someone known as Yozora, then Yozora is, they tell them not to actually make him join Organization 13, but to just keep an eye on him until the time is right, until Xehanort has fallen, and he will be the new person to take lead. And that's what might happen. What if that is what Master of Masters told young Xehanort? To keep an eye on Yozora, to protect Yozora, to make sure no one knows who Yozora is, the next vessel of Organization 13, you could say. And there's only two people who know, well, three people who know this, as Master of Masters, Xehanort, and Luxu slash Braig slash, oh god, why does he have so much names? But yes, that is my theory take on it, that Yozora was sought out by the organization at a very young age, and they made Yozora promises that he would get answers to whatever he wants if he helps them out, which he did. And then Yozora been trained by himself, you know, still seeking answers, wanting revenge on Luxu slash Braig slash I'm tired of, I'm just gonna call him Luxu from now on. So yeah, he just wants to have some good old fighting with Luxu, because he wants to know about his past, and since Luxu promised him, he's been training his whole life to actually be strong enough to actually beat the answers out of Luxu. But Luxu actually possesses him and fights the foretellers so he can get used to the body of Yozora, ergo the trials of Yozora. And then he goes into the other world and then meets Sora, but then he lets Yozora out a little bit so he can tease it and be like, Sora, you're Sora, I've heard of a Sora. Maybe Luxu told Yozora about Sora. He's like, you're gonna meet Sora. I don't know if that was a good Zigba or Luxu voiceover, but yeah, I tried. But anyway, guys, that is my theory, about it. And honestly speaking, it's a good theory. I'm not gonna lie, it's a good theory. Do I fully support it? I mean, it works with the timeline. It really does work with the timeline, and it does fit the cockiness and the fighting style, the speed factor and teleportation that Yozora has within his boss fight because of his moves. Very similar to that of uh, Luxu, but of course there is the sword stuff and even like the teleportation stuff. You know how Zigba summons all those bullets from different areas? It fits well with Yozora being able to have multiple swords and clones of himself attacking you. So yeah. But anyway, guys, let me know in the comments down below, what do you guys think? Do you believe Yozora is one of those replicas? I honestly think that possibly. I mean, it fits well. Timeline wise, it's good. This is my theory video. This is my take on a theory that has already been given out. So it fits well, I honestly believe. But let me know in the comments section down below, what do you guys think? Share with friends because sharing is caring. Leave a like, helps me a lot. And most importantly, subscribe to become my fellow lightning balls. Anyway guys, that is it for this video, and as always, this is the Lightning Chate. Blaze out.